Spit flames, speak lava, rubber heart, Madonna thought. Give me lit, trippy nigga, taking a flick. Is it okay that stay on my fit? I'm feeling myself and I'm talking my shit. Give zero fucks like a blazer. Spiritual nigga, sun gazer. Sharp nigga like a razor. Hard headed like Frazier. I'm just a glitch in the matrix.
Recently, I've noticed that there's been a lot of change in my life. Like, there's a bunch of quick little shifts, and I could really say that, like, I've handled every single one of them well. Like, I've said it on the Beats and Blunt show. Go watch that if you haven't by now. That I feel like in recent events that my comfort zone was disturbed. Like, my home base wasn't the same as it was before. But now that I'm looking at it, like, I handled it well, and I found a healthier comfort zone. Like, it's really nice to know that even though I've been uncomfortable with how my life is, I still feel like it's a good thing. Like, the uncomfortability is good, because when you're uncomfortable, that means that there's change coming, and change is whatever you make it. So, of course, change can be good, and it could also be a negative change depending on what the situation is. But at the end of the day, it's what you make it. And I've really made every single change and every single shift that's just happened to me or for me. Like, I've made it, like, do the best that I could. And, like, I really feel like people should be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like, you know, if you're always changing and always doing what you got to do to make that change positive, then you would always be uncomfortable. Once you get comfortable with always bettering yourself, basically, you'll be the best that you. That's how you really be the best you can be. Like, I mean, that's just what I think at the moment. Like, I do feel like there are pros and cons to it, because you have the temporary, like, feelings of sadness or depression or whatever that can come with it, or you can have a sense of how do you say it? Just not knowing. Like, you'll be insecure about your own future because you don't know what that future holds. And depending on how severe your situation is, like, it could really make you feel like you're down to your lowest, or you're on your last leg when you're not, or when it's not as bad as you think it is. But I think we really just need to be more self-aware so that those negative feelings don't, like, tear us down on the road to our next level. You know, like, it's okay to feel sad about whatever's going on, but don't let yourself get too sad about it, because get too sad, you ain't really working. If you ain't working, you're not gonna get better. Damn, I find that balance where you don't really gotta do too much working on yourself while you're trying to, in terms of your emotions, really. You don't gotta do too much working on your own emotions and handling, you know, the different mood swings you may have. You can really just focus on taking the proper steps to get into that next level that you want to be. Because either you gonna get there yourself, or God gonna force you to be there. And if God gotta force you, you know, it's probably gonna be rougher than you want it to be. But yeah, man, it's just, all in all, I'm just really appreciative that I've been going through the things I've gone through, because it's made me better. And I don't think I would be worse if I didn't go through it, but I feel like I'd be in the same place I was before. Like, I really, like, changed one to three things about myself, really, but these little tweaks that I've made have just done wonders for me. Like, it makes things a lot easier, and instead of just feeling like I'm in a constant cycle of getting to one level in life, staying there for a little long period of time, and then finally just slowly transitioning. I could just boom, get here, figure out this, on to the next, and it doesn't take 6 months or a year or something like that, you know. I can't stress enough how it's important it is to still like be patient though. Like just because you want to hurry up and progress and advance on to the next thing, it doesn't mean it's always the best in this scenario. It might be best to just, you know, just thug it out for a second and truly figure out the place you are right now. Just make things easier for you to like, you know, handle what's to come. But that's about it though, man. I'm Marcus Antoine. This has been another episode of the Smoke Room with the Fog Father. Always remember to get money, stay cozy, man, and take your time. Because you're going to get where you need to go eventually, bro. Worst case scenario, you're just going to be in the same place you already been. Which means you know how to handle it. You know how to act. So act accordingly.